and he does not like when you touch that. And he's like, oh my gosh, you betrayed my trust. It looks like a ghost at the gravestone, but no, it's a real Machamp carrying a very real woman in his arms. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Pokemon Sun. Joining us is my rival playing Pokemon Moon, Danielle.
Hello.
Also joining us, a couple of dirty Pyukumuku staring at the turlet for some reason. Who knows what foul deeds Kahuna Hala has committed upon that porcelain throne. Only the Pyukumuku know, and they're not telling us. Anyways, this is part 11, where we are jumping on our new Tauros and heading down to 10 Carat Hill. We can finally go hunting for a Rockruff. But also, I want to check out some other hidden stuff and basically wrap things up here on Melee, because we are headed to a new island next episode. So Tauros, he's combination rock smash and crazy runaway mountain bike. He is so fast. You can spin around on him. You can't do a pirouette, but you can do this.
What?
If you just keep tapping B. If you do that with your player character, you can kind of trip, but with Tauros, he just freaks out and yells at you. So this little hidden patch of grass here, you can find Caterpie, Metapod, Ladybug, Pikipek, Young Goose, all the stuff on Route 1, but also there is a 15% chance to find a Bonsly. So if you don't want a little rock puppy, you can get a fake rock plant baby thing to add to your team. And then there's a 5% chance to get a Munchlax, so if you don't have one already from the event, you can get one here, and they tend to have leftovers, so it is nice. You could steal it from the little guy. We got a nice Nugget and some tips, so if we have Tauros smash any boulders, we can reach new spots like 10 Carat Hill, so that is where we're going to end up a little later. But yeah, these patches of grass, you can get some rare stuff, and using the SOS battles, you can get Sudowoodo, a Snorlax, like a level 10 Snorlax, and even a Happiny, so you could get a Chansey very early on in the game. And you'll notice I'm wearing my ride gear. If you are on a Pokemon and you get into a battle, then you're going to be in that set of clothes, so
Very stylish.
get used to seeing it. I do like it. I like Hawlucha a lot, so I'm happy with the little helmet. But anyways, we're just going to travel through here. If you're looking for Bonsly and Munchlax, that's where you can find them. Now, before we head into town, we're going to get into a battle in just a sec, but I want to stop by Mom's house, because Rotom will not stop guilt-tripping us if we don't talk to her. So let's see what she has to say.
You're doing great, Adam. You cleared the Melee Grand Trial, right? I think Akala Island is up next. If you want to go there, maybe the marina in Hau'oli has a ship? Oh yeah, and did you check out 10 Carat Hill near the Pokemon Research Lab?
Go there.
I heard there are rare Pokemon there. Catch lots of Pokemon, okay? Because I want to learn about lots of Alolan Pokemon too.
I'm sick of this Meowth. Get me another one. All right, so yeah, 10 Carat Hill, it's kind of like out of the way. They don't really expect you to go there necessarily, so I think they're really pushing you to try it out, but there's some good stuff there. Before we do that, though, if you guys remember in the last episode, if you missed any of them, please check those out, but we did fight Kahuna Hala and completed the Grand Trial, but right after that, and we got our Tauros, Captain Ilima came up to us and was like, hey, you want a battle? Come find me. So if we go to his house, we can fight him, and he has kind of a special reward that you can access a little later, I believe. But I think this is, worth doing. I want to try to get my little Popplio to evolve here. We're, hitting them right in a row. Last episode, we met Dartrix, the snooty little owl, and then, we got the other two to evolve. Hello there, you must be one of Ilima's friends. Come on in, any friend of my son is a friend to me. So here's his dad wearing that Meganium shirt.
Yeah.
Just one thing, though. I'd like to hear what you think of my boy. Is he doing a good job as a captain? Yeah, he's good. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have asked you something like that out of the blue. Our Ilima has just always been obsessed with Pokemon battling ever since he was a boy. He's like a different person when he battles. You could see it in his eyes. I've always been a little worried about whether he would do all right as a captain. Yep, time to stand by the stairs. Sorry to hold you up. If you're looking for Ilima, he's in his room. Yeah, he just kind of goes back to his spot. I don't think anyone else here has anything new to say. Chirp! Except for that guy. No.
I think it's kind of funny that his parents are like the rich class of
they live
models.
In the equivalent of
Character
Hawaii.
model.
Oh yeah, the gentleman.
Yeah.
It's a painting of a famous landscape in Kalos. I can't quite see where that's supposed to be because of the glare, but maybe you guys know. All right. So if we talk, oh, there he is. He's poring over his many books. He's got a pile of pears that makes me want to play Animal Crossing. That book he has, it reminds me of the trading card game for some reason. Thank you for coming, Adam. And you've arrived with such exquisite timing. I've been conducting research on battle planning for quite some time, and at last my simulation is complete. Would you be so kind as to test it with me, Adam? Sure. Let's do it. Yes. You have my gratitude. Very well then, to the trainer school! The trial of Captain Ilima! Yeah. He seems a little like, he's super into hyping stuff up, especially in battle. He's just
But then he has that, like, really excited.
Before we begin, allow me to explain. It's not battle results that interest me. Rather, it's the carefully thought out strategies or novel tactics employed by trainers. How those plans affect one's opponent and influence the outcome of battles. That is where my interest lies. Oh! Now give me everything you've got, Adam. He didn't astonish on us. Woo! Okay. So, yeah, my little starters, man, they're all going to evolve here so soon. So I'm leading with my Popplio. And he still has 2 Pokemon, just like when we fought him after battling those Team Skull grunts. But now, he's got a Gumshoos. He's still super excited. So I think I mentioned this back when we fought him before. He's got this battle style, and I think a lot of the big trainers in this game do. And if you challenge them, like in this type of rematch, you can unlock their style, but I don't think we can, like, set it yet. We gotta wait till later in the game. But this seems worth doing. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's active. Uh-oh. Oh, he's using Z-Leer. I might have to swap out here, because I think that's gonna... Yeah, I don't know how many stages that we can see now, thanks to... Oh, just one, okay. Hey, did that even do... That's weird. Z-Leer didn't seem to do anything more than normal Leer. Huh. Anyways, alright. Come back, Bowie Louie. Go, Turnbuckle. Aw, I'm gonna be so sad when... Well, I don't know, they're gonna be cool, so I gotta, you know, stay strong, let my starters evolve, don't get swayed in by the cute cat. Yeah, it's the exact same amount of defense lost, so that's very odd that Z-Leer even does anything. I know there are some really cool Z moves like Z-Splash, which seems like it would be useless, but it raises your attack 3 stages, which is crazy. That's like 3 workups or whatever. Like, it's a really big boost, so if you got a Magikarp, you might want to keep Splash on it, potentially. Oh, he critted. Poor little Turnbuckle. He did make him flinch, so that was nice at least, but he's a little tougher than I was expecting. Yeah, his Gumshoos, and then we still have Smeargle to deal with, since we got a nice over-the-shoulder little zoom there. But yeah, Smeargle is going to give us so much trouble because it's got all that move variety with Sketch. Oh my gosh, he's wiping out my babies. My babies! I really should, you know, have just led with this guy. Go, King Snippo. He's got the fighting moves. I think Gumshoe seems to have a lot of special defense. And I threw out my special attackers early, which is not a good idea. Oh, no. Let's save that. Let's just do this, yeah. I almost activated my new Z move, because we got one, thanks to Kahuna Hala, giving us that crystal. There we go. All right, King Snippo, this is your battle, really. Oh no, Bowie Louie, he's one more level away. I'm just gonna keep sticking with him, because this Smeargle hit my owl with Ember. I think he knocked it out. Didn't we, like, just barely survive that fight with Munchlax?
Yeah.
And now it's time to get our revenge. Because I think,
I had trouble with it too.
I'm pretty sure no matter what, even if you try to use a different starter, he's got all of the different, like, Ember, Water Gun, Leafage. He's ready for any type of the basic 3. Here we go. It's a full 4C move, all out pummeling, just like Hala did to us with his Crabrawler. We're gonna smack him into the mountain and take him out, leave him as just a mark on the train. There we go. I think he is, like, doing a crazy energy blast, dragging him all the way there. I figured that would do it. Okay, we did it.
Yay.
And my little crab is getting stronger and stronger every minute. Definitely worked out better than the Z workout in the rival battle. Bubble Beam. So he's definitely a physical attacker, especially because he's like an adamant nature one, but I'll get rid of Bubble for that. It's definitely a good upgrade. I think it's just a straight upgrade. But yeah, he's not the best with water moves until we get a physical one. I think he gets Crab Hammer. Yes, it seems that you are once more victorious. I love losing. He's so used to getting gold.
He loves a challenge.
Yeah, but he's always winning, so I think it would be nice to, yeah. Wonderful, what a truly wonderful battle. I'll be feeling the aftershocks from that battle for a long time to come. That was the best I could have hoped for. The way that Ilima looked in that battle seems to linger in your mind. Thank you. Allow me to treat you to some tea and snacks back in my room. Please join me in my room for tea and snacks. He sounds like he's acting like our mom and giving us
He's
little
being cultured.
treats. Yeah, he's fancy. Will you be on your way then? Allow me to offer you this as payment for your assistance. There we go. Somebody finally fed us too. Everstone. When a Pokemon holds an Everstone, it will not evolve. It has other effects as well, but let's set those aside for now. May our friendship last as long as an Everstone. So I think if your Pokemon, when you're breeding it, holds that, it passes down the nature or something. I can't remember specifically, but we can't breed yet. I think I'll begin analyzing our battle data. There are so many amazing discoveries yet to be made. Someday I hope to share them with everyone. All right. So yeah, once we can switch styles, we can be an overeager little guy, you know, getting all intense. Yeah. I do like that style a lot. I was kind of surprised that they made him not just like snooty rich kid. He's like kid that's fancy, but when he gets into a battle, he's like, I can't help myself. I just get so pumped up and into it and excited. So our next stop here, you happen to go into the graveyard, and I didn't even expect. Hopefully it'll happen for us. It's down here, isn't it? I gotta burst through. All right. Oh, there's a ledge. How do we get to that? I never got to there.
It's back up around. It loops around.
Okay, and oh no! It only happens at night. Ooh, so that's a secret. And if you come back at night to the graveyard, or if you're playing Moon, it'll just be during the day. Then you can get something there, a TM, and we'll have to come back and do that. Once we leave, I think don't want any berries for now. Once we leave, we can still get back to the island pretty easily. It makes it seem like you're leaving forever, but I think we can just hop our way back here on the ferry pretty easily. But speaking of TMs, I'm gonna rush right over before we jump into this. I do want to put a repel on because we got a Zubat. We don't really need to catch anything in the Verdant Cavern. Okay, I do need to heal, so there's a Pokemon Center right here. But at the end of this, you guys remember, there's so much hidden stuff that now that we can break these rocks,
those are still
we
gonna
can get. Oh, okay.
You outran it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Oh, jeez. Can Tauros run over? Yeah. Oh no. Can't get over the bridge. That's kind of dangerous anyways. All right. Yeah, they're all over the place now.
They got me.
Yeah, let's use another one. Tauros is so fast that we're just like burning
Zoom.
through repels. But back here, if you guys remember in that cutscene when we took on the totem Pokemon, there's something good to get. We don't have to smash everyone, but I like doing it. It's Thief. So this is kind of ties into what I was saying with Munchlax. If you want to get a leftovers, you could probably just steal it from the Munchlax rather than bother to, try to catch it if you don't really need one. But anyways, I'm going to head to the Pokemon Center and heal, and then we'll get back to it and get headed towards 10 Carat Hill. Okay, we're all healed up. Give you guys a little chance to hear the crazy rodeo Tauros song as we run down Route 3 and head towards 10 Carat Hill. But yeah, so I'm going to, at the end of the episode, I'll include a little Easter egg. I'll wait till nighttime, and then I'll go see the graveyard and show you guys, because I don't want you to miss it. It's a pretty important, pretty interesting little scene. Let's talk to this guy. So you defeated all the trainers along Route 3, have you? You have shaken me from my calm repose. My heart was as still water, but no longer. Shall we start? Let's have a soul-shaking battle. All right. Seems very, Shakespearean. That is a good reply. I will stand before you as a red card user. So he's talking a big game about his fancy red card, and I think he's going to try to illustrate it in battle here. This guy, he's surprising. Ace Trainer Makana. Because you were fighting him, I was kind of looking over your shoulder. Aw, man, he's flaunting his pup. We'll have one soon. Don't worry. I've been waiting this whole game. I thought Rockruff would be one of the first ones we found, but they know people like it, so they're making us wait. But yeah, he's got a little bit of a strategy here that you might find in competitive Pokemon battles. We'll see if he manages to do it. He does have his red card, and it means we have to switch out. And this is not a favorable matchup. And then he sets these Stealth Rocks up, so this is a very popular competitive strategy, putting the Stealth Rocks down and forcing you to possibly switch into a Pokemon you might not want to bring in. So I really don't think I have a good move to use it. Let's just at least try to confuse him and see if we can take a hit. But because we're electric, I don't think we can do much to rock. Let's see if this will work. There we go. All right, now he's confused. I'm going to have to switch someone in that can take a decent amount of damage, because otherwise, I guess Bowie Louie might be able to tank it. It's not a ton of damage, but it's just really cool to see the computer-controlled character, doing this type of stuff, because you don't usually have that type of battle strategy happen. There we go. That was barely any. Yeah. Oh, he wasted his turn, though, because he wanted to not have his little guy be confused, and we should be able to finish him with a very quick Aqua Jet. There we go. Every time I say that, isn't that like a drainage cleaner or something? Like I can't remember, some type of detergent, Aqua Jet.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyways, he's got a Slowpoke. Humungadunga's injured, or else I would send him out. Let's try. Yeah, I haven't used Sherwood too much. He just evolved, so I do wanna see what Dartrix can do in battle. He's definitely my strongest Pokemon now. I think he's my highest leveled as well. Although we do have Crabrawler. You have one of those and you see it all the time, but you're still.
I love them.
Yeah. Razor Leaf might actually do it, and the Quick Claw is gonna help me. Were we actually slower than Slowpoke? That's saying something. Because yeah, that's kind of a theme that I've seen. Oh, we're gonna red card anyways. That's a theme that I've heard, is that a lot of the Pokemon in this game are pretty slow. I think they're trying to shift the competitive meta to like a slower speed of movement. I don't know. It might just mean that most people use older Pokemon, but we'll have to see. Oh. Oh. I do have some bug moves here that'll help me out. There we go. Oh, jeez. Thought we would get it, but come on, Huckabug. You're so much stronger than I thought you would be, but you are sleeping. And I do love that they do close their eyes, unless they're like a weird Pokemon that doesn't close their eyes when they sleep. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna send Bowie Louie back in because he hadn't taken much damage. Oh no, that's weird. Cutiefly doesn't close its eyes. Most Pokemon do. I wonder if Cutiefly can close its eyes because it's a bug. Bugs can't close their eyes, right?
Do they not have eyelids?
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why. Well, it's a
Yeah.
Pokemon, so who knows what is actually gonna go on with their biology or whatever. But yeah, this is probably not that strong of a matchup because they don't have anything super effective. But we should be able to. Yeah, I forgot he's very hardy. Oh, but he's not gonna do much to me either. It's a battle of two adorable little land. They're kind of, what are they? What is it called when they're on land and the water? Like
Amphibious?
well, amphibious. Yeah, it's like frogs. I think there's some other word for it. Anyways, Pokemon's playing this and all the cool little interconnected monster relationships really had me in the mood to like watch nature documentaries. We've been watching Planet Earth and stuff, and it just, yeah, I've always loved animals and stuff as a kid, and this is just like scratching that itch. All right. Huggabug got a level even though he didn't. Oh, he did. Ooh, he's getting Draining Kiss, which I think is a pretty good fairy move. Yeah, you can heal with it. It's better than Fairy Wind, but at the same time, isn't Fairy... Oh no, Fairy Wind, it doesn't really always hit, or I'm thinking of Disarming Voice. That was so convenient to have Popplio have that move that never misses when Kahuna Hal was like, or Hal is just, I'm gonna throw a bunch of sand at you. To think that you've wounded my pride, which is harder than diamonds. Okay. So we took him down, and there's a little... Oh wait, his eyes are closed. Okay.
He's sleeping
He
in
loses.
the air.
He loses his little gleam in his eyes, and yeah. Aww. He's so small. He's very tough to actually hit with this thing. We should be able to wake him up with some smelling salts. I love how his little feet like dangle across from each other. Like they seem like they're just little hanging, weird little yarn legs. There we go. Good job, buddy. You are... It's weird. I feel like the Pokemon that you would think are probably the stronger ones on my team, but Huggabug is like hidden ringer that's gonna come in and finish the job. It was a fine battle. My heart feels as light and clear as the blue sky that appears after a storm passes through. This is proof of the battle between your team and my own. A red card. Take it, my strong friend. He's so obsessed with these things. Thank you, buddy. All right. The effects of the red card are as I illustrated to you in battle. You will likely find other trainers like me on the routes of Alola. Searching for strength, challenging them together with your Pokemon would not be a bad reason to take a journey. So, I think that red card is used up whenever we, use it in battle. Like if it activates, then it is gone. So I might save it, but you might see it pop up in our rival battle, because if you use something in an online battle, it doesn't count. You can just use it over and over again. There is a lady actually in that hall where we started with the weird bathroom scene that will heal your Pokemon. So Iki Town does technically have like a mom and pop or a mom Pokemon center. Let's just heal up here quickly, and then we're gonna start going down to 10 Carat Hill at long last. It's not exactly a huge area, but there are a lot of new Pokemon over there that we can find.
Lots of items too.
Ooh, okay. And that's where I can get my revenge on you with the TM that you...
Huh?
That's where the TM that Danny used in our second rival battle, if you missed that. That really... Man, I keep thinking about it all the time. Okay, so we gotta head down here. I do a lot of U-turns with Tauros. Jump down, past the lab, run into it, and it falls down because it's ramshackle. And cut through this grass. This is, of course, so you can get some Slowpoke, Wingull, and I think these guys, they are everywhere. That makes sense, though. I was like, man, they're really putting Yungoos in like every patch of grass, but that is the real situation of it with the mongoose. They're just like all over. They're really... I don't think they're as bad as like the cane toad in Australia or anything, but they're pretty bad, I think, where they're just like way too prevalent. No natural predators, I don't think. Wahaha, you're a strong trainer, all right. Go on, you take on 10 Carat Hill, friend. Even stronger Pokemon await you within. So we got this little cave to head through. And we got to go a little farther to get Rockruff, but yeah, you're right. There's items all over. They started immediately with one. So let's see what we got here. Because there's a couple options if you want a rock type or a few other things. Of course, Zubat. Every cave has to have these.
This is where I got my Sableye.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, do you want to go into that? It's kind of interesting how you get it. And
you have to find a Carbink and then hope that when they call for help, that the Sableye shows up.
So that's really cool. It's like not all the help that they can call for is going to be actual help. Like Carbink cries out, it's dying or it's like really hurt, and then Sableye's like, give me that. Give me that delicious...
Give me them gems.
Little gems, because Sableye eats gems, of course. So they're just like scuttling in the dark. You can't find a Sableye in here otherwise, so it's like a cool little relationship there. But yeah, you can get Carbink.
It took a while.
I think you said that the Carbink can still call other Carbink.
Yeah.
But I think, was there a way up on that ledge?
And I don't know if it was just luck, but I paralyzed one and it seemed to stop calling for help.
Oh, so
I don't know if that was like a game mechanic thing or just like bad luck on my part, but...
Well, I know the SOS battles can be kind of frustrating if you can't escape from them and you don't want them to happen, so it might be something where you might need to...
Gotta test that out.
Yeah, trying to paralyze it or do something like that might help you escape from it. I wanted to go back and grab that item real quick, because I think we can get around there, but look! There's a big, heavy-looking boulder. Maybe a powerful Pokemon could move it. So if you've heard all about the fact that these Pokemon, Pokeride, it's all replacing the HMs, you can probably figure out what we're gonna have to do there eventually. Okay, so let's grab whatever we got over here. I love we had the intense cave music, and then it changed to like, it's time for a hootenanny. All right, I love that Tauros will jump off the ledge as well and just be like, boop. Okay, so this is where I want to go. But yeah, back in that cave, you can find Roggenrola, Zubat, Carbink, and the little Diglets, the Alolan form ones. And there. Oh, head through here, because I think I know where that TM is. This is the Farthest Hollow. It's a very prestigious name. Oh, so there's Roggenrola out here as well. But yeah, lots of good rock types, lots of good different Pokemon that you can add to your team if you want. I don't know, maybe I'll get one of these. Isn't that their ear you learned?
Yeah, the Pokedex data, at least in my game, said that thing on it, what I thought was its face, is an ear.
They tend to not say the same thing, and yeah, so they probably won't have that little bit of info. But I thought it was like a little Geode eye or whatever. Oh man, he just shrinks. That's okay. Roggenrola, he's like the newer Geodude. I kind of like Geodude better. And there's also a newer Geodude, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Before we're getting a new Pokemon, Booey Louie, it's time for a change. This isn't as heartbreaking as my little I just love Rowlet so much, but... Dartrix has definitely grown on me already. But who cares about the owl?
Aww.
We've got Brionne, or Brionne. I'm not sure how to say it exactly. Brionne? Brionne? Maybe it's supposed to have like a pun on brine, or... Aw, look at her. Got those little braids and a happy little dress. She's just like full of joie de vivre. She just, really likes performing. A skillful dancer, it creates a sequence of water balloons as it dances and briskly bombards its enemies. So I think there's a little bit of hidden data about this one where you can look on the website was talking about how it's like They love to perform, but they're just like it's like a clown where they hide their sadness, and only the people they're closest to can ever see their true feelings. There we go. Acrobatics, one of Danny's secret weapons. I've got both of them now, so I don't have to worry about that. Look at this height. Such a nice view.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll find something here. Whoop, nope. Well, this is, I think it's only like a 10% chance to find Spinda, so this is actually rare. But look at him. Aw, Bowie Louie, you're beautiful. Let's see if we can maybe grab the Spinda. Spinda is so strange. I'm really glad that we got Pancham and Stuffle, like a couple different Panda and Red Panda Pokemon, because I've never been a huge fan of Spinda. But it does have a really unique feature where every single one of them, I think there's like hundreds of thousands of different patterns. You'll probably never find the same Spinda pattern. So if we knock this one out, we'll never get one with the weird spot on its ear. There we go. Okay.
Mine had ones right in the middle of its face.
Let's trade. No. I forget, what did you name your Spinda?
Swirly Earl.
Swirly Earl. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I like hearing your nicknames. We have so many like unused nicknames. I know Turnbuckle is going to evolve. I knew you were going to call your Litten Mucifer, because he's a little evil cat.
Yeah, but then I got a lady one.
Yeah, so you ended up changing the name. We also had Meowcho Nyan Parandi Salmon.
Yeah.
So that was like a possible. All of these, that wouldn't fit, but you could, he knows what its true name is. And there we go. Yeah, so many extra names that I'll try to shout out as we go here so that you guys, if you are looking for a name for something. Its steps are staggering and unsteady, but Spinda thinks it's walking in a straight line. Yeah, I just feel bad for Spinda.
Yeah.
Every time I'd use it, I would just kind of feel like it was suffering. I'm just gonna name it Spindle. I don't know. Coming up with something off the fly. For the ones that I'm not gonna really use, I'm not worried too much, but Spindle will help us at the Pokepelago. Farewell, my friend. We'll see you there. Okay, so yeah, you can find Spinda out here. There's, what else? There's Machop is probably the most common one. So if you didn't trade a Spearow back at the one Pokemon Center to get one, you can get a wild one. There's still Carbink out here, but I think you have to find, there's one. You still have to find a Carbink in the cave to get the Sableye to come in. So
there's ones out here, but I don't think they'll call.
Sableye will not follow out into the dark, or out of the darkness, so... Yeah, but it's kind of cool that, they took that into account, that Sableye probably doesn't want to leave the cave, where it sulks in the shadows and it's real creepy. Okay, let me see if we can grab a Machamp just because I thought we might have knocked him out, but he's low enough where we can grab him and add him to the collection. But yeah, other than Roggenrola, Spinda, Carbink, and Machop, the one we're looking for, 20% chance, a lot of you guys probably looking forward to, Rockruff. That is the rock type that I want. It's such a weird... the fact that it's just rock is kind of strange, but I think it might have been like, if they made it normal rock, it would have been super, super weak to fighting, and that is not really good because a lot of people use fighting types. I've got at least one here that I'm going to keep throughout the game, I think. It loves working out as it gazes at its muscles, which continue to swell day by day. It becomes more and more dedicated to its training. What are we going to call this? Maybe Choppy. So many of these are just like part of its name. But yeah, just throwing a nickname out there. I gotta keep the streak going. There we go. All right, Choppy. See you on the island. So I think I'm gonna cut here. We can kind of explore the rest of the Farthest Hollow once we find our Rockruff. But I'm gonna try to seek one out, as I usually do. We'll just cut and come back when we find one, which is now. So never mind, ignore all that. Okay. So this is kind of risky. I don't want to hit it with a rock move and risk knocking it out. I'll just try Disarming Voice. I'm worried that Bowie Louie is too strong now. It does a little spin around and then... Ooh, careful. Okay, that's probably good enough. All right. I might catch it in a Luxury Ball because it is such a precious little pup. So there we go. Now the name for this one, I think I'm actually going to name it after a character because it's a little Shiba Inu. And, it's a Japanese dog. I kind of wanted to give it, like, a Japanese name, because it's based off of Shiba, but of course it becomes a wolf or a werewolf, depending on the version. It's a kind of really unique little Pokemon. Depending on the version you're evolving it in, that is what it will change into, which type of wolf thing. But, so you could catch one in Moon and train it in Sun. It'll still become that version of Lycanroc. There we go. But the name I want to use, it means howling in Japan. It's Toboe, but it's also a character from Wolf's Rain, which is a show that Danielle and I both watched back when we were in high school, and it's kind of
old now, I guess.
It's a thing that we watched together again when we started dating. It just kind of has a place in my heart, and I really like Sheepas. I just think they're a really cool breed of dog, too. It's considered to be a good Pokemon for beginners because of its friendliness, but its disposition grows rougher as it grows up.
Uh-oh.
That's the rough part of its name. So yeah, it's weird that its collar is made of rocks. It's straight. Yeah, that's the only part of it that I think is rock, and then it's just it's just kind of a normal puppy other than that, but it is kind of scary. I'd be worried about my throat if it like rubs up on you. Well, Bowie Louie, you just evolved, so I might, Sherwood, you're good, take a break. I was gonna say, we haven't pet. Ooh, hold on, go back. I was gonna say, we haven't pet either of them. We need to do that. You guys gotta be able to see them. Oh wait, what happened there? I don't know. I might have lost my Rockruff. It's okay. I didn't lose it. There he is. Okay, I don't know. Never mind. I wanted to pet Dartrix, but I'll remember to do that before we finish up the episode. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just too excited.
You have a thoughtful name, and mine is named Awoo.
Awoo! But you're playing Moon, so you're gonna get the kind of scary werewolf version of Rockruff. All right, but yeah, I gotta jump into Pokemon Refresh with both Brionne and Dartrix, as well as Rockruff. So maybe we'll finish the episode with that. Let me just run around and grab whatever's left here. Jeez, is that why it's 10 Carat Hill? Because there's nuggets. Maybe that's it. Because
there's gold in this hollow.
I might pop on a refresh here, or a repel. I'm still thinking about jumping into Pokemon Refresh. But yeah, I want to see if we can find, since we have basically encountered most of the stuff that I'm worrying about. There's a lot of older Pokemon, but I do want to get all the items we can here. So yeah, there was a nugget in that other spot, so I wonder if that could have influenced why it's called 10 Carat. Well, I was just kind of tapping the button and I found it. I didn't know that was there. There we go.
That one.
Yeah, there's stuff laying all over the place. This is kind of a dead end. You might recognize it if you played the demo, or you watched us play the demo, because it has the same setup here as when we fought that one new dragon Pokemon. We kind of had it. We took a picture of it and then it ran at us or something. All right. Ooh, Heartstone. That would be good for Rockruff to hold. Okay, so I think I'm going to head back to the Pokemon Center here. That is pretty much the 10 Carat Hill area, unless I'm missing something. We did hit up all the areas, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we're going to head back, and I'm going to finish with some pets and a special secret scene in the graveyard. All right, team. Just a couple of pets each, maybe a bean or two, a high five, and then we got to head to the graveyard at night alone for a secret cutscene. It sounds really spooky, but it's actually pretty touching. Aw. Oh, he's sad. He's just thinking about it. His little nose, he doesn't like it being touched. I gotta remember that.
Don't touch that snoot.
Don't touch a dog's wet nose. They hate it. They need it to be wet. For some reason, I can't remember.
To be able to smell.
Oh, yeah, it like catches the... Okay, I remember now. Let me see. Yes! Ah, he knows how to high five. He's a good doggy. All right, and then let's pet Bowie Louie here. So we got 3 Pokemon that I'd like to see what they're like. Aww, he's so cute. His little
the performer.
Yeah, his little party hat. Oh, don't touch there. His little party hat nose has become like a doily underneath. It almost looks like he's got a cold or something. Like
no.
He's like Cupchew. A little bit of.
That really bothers me.
Snoodle. Yeah, that's a trope in Japan. The like little kid with the snot nose.
It's supposed to be cute, but it really grosses me.
It's one of those things that I just don't think like is seen as much in the West. He probably can't high five. I don't know. He's got those big flippers. You wanna just kind of stare blankly at my hand? Okay, we're moving on.
Okay.
I think Dartrix is. I know before I said Torracat might have been my favorite of the mid forms, but I don't know. Seeing this little guy.
On ya.
Yeah. Look at him. He laughs. He's like, oh, and he does not like when you touch that. And he's like, oh my gosh, you betrayed my trust. How dare you? And his monocle falls out. Okay, so let's give him a bean, and then we'll jump ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. We're going to finish up with a secret little scene, and the next time we're heading to a brand new island for more new Pokemon. All right, bye, little guy. He's leveled up. Haha, he's laughing all the way. It's nighttime now. We're back at Hau'oli Cemetery, and you might want to enjoy the square dancing music while you can, because what is about to happen is bizarre, sad, funny, and also pretty touching. We've got a Machamp over here. It looks like a ghost at the gravestone, but no, it's a real Machamp carrying a very real woman in his arms.
Hello, darling. I brought you some flowers today. I feel bad laughing.
It's ridiculous, but it's a really cool scene.
What do you think, darling? They are lovely, aren't they? Shh, quiet now. There are many others resting in these plots. Come now, dry those tears. We're all done with tears, aren't we? You and I. If we come here, we can see him again any time that we want to. As long as we don't forget him, he will always be with us. Oh, hello, young trainer. I'm sorry for all of this one's noise.
This is my large son, Chunston.
This is my husband's grave, so stop laughing. And this silly one here was his Pokemon. It was an accident. But my husband sent Machamp back into its ball at the moment of the crash. It was a miracle that Machamp survived. But my husband... Well, ever since the accident, Machamp here has hated being inside a Pokeball. In fact, it flung its own ball off somewhere.
It'd be cool if we get to stumble upon it.
Of course, I was devastated when my husband passed away. And there were times when I hated that other man who caused the accident. But that man, he had a family too, a young wife. When I saw her face, I just couldn't go on hating anyone for what happened. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say all that. Thank you for letting an old woman ramble so. This belonged to my husband, but I'd be happy if you could use it.
And we've got Fling, the move that Machamp used to get rid of his shackles. That Pokeball, threw it into the woods.
Do you also use ride Pokemon to get around? It is fun and quite convenient, but please do be careful not to get in any accidents. Take care, young trainer.
So at first I thought maybe she got hurt in the crash, but maybe was lazy. No, she enjoys being carried around by her Machamp. So yeah, it's a touching little scene.
It's just hard to take seriously when there's a lady being cradled in a muscular Pokemon's arms.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre, but I really like that scene. It just makes you think, when your parents get old, put on some gloves, carry them around with your big, strong arms. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. The award is in the mail, Danielle.
What?
All right, we'll see you next time for more Pokemon where we head to a new island. Goodbye.
Bye.
Welcome to the scarf.